Where's she at? Where's she at? I want to know where she at right now. Hey guys, what's up? I'm coming back to you with a new video, and this will be my first, well, this won't be my first story time on my channel, because actually I have an old story time when I first started making YouTube like a baby for me and actually posting videos a lot. About a year, no, heck no, I was in like 12th grade. Yeah, I was in like 12th grade when I posted that video, and it was a story time. I got caught sneaking out of my house, and no lie, after that video after I snuck out, I never snuck out again in my life. I guess like 2 years later, I'm here now, about to tell another story. I did have a fight. I was in 12th grade. I was a graduating senior at the time. My 12th grade year was not, it was good, but at the same time it wasn't good now that I look back. And high school was very challenging for me. I did not know who I was at all. In another video, I don't know if I want to do that yet, but I might talk about why I really struggled in high school and in middle school. Like, now that I look back, people really did not like me. I barely remember high school, guys, so disclaimer, I'm sorry if this story time is kind of choppy. I just don't remember all of the details. So the end of my 11th grade year, I was best friends with a girl, let's name her Coriana. So Coriana was someone that I really appreciated in my life, and still to this day, I wish her the best in life. I don't really know how she's doing, what she's doing, or nothing. Like, we don't talk to this day. Me and Coriana was best friends from pre-K. And so it was like, you know, when you have a boyfriend, you kind of don't spend as much time with your best friends. But I still did try and spend time with her, but I didn't really realize until my relationship was over with him that she really did get sad, and I really, like, that was really bad of me to not hang out with her as much. And by the time I guess she just got sick of me. I don't know. She didn't get sick of me, like, we weren't friends anymore, but she just figured, like, I guess it's time for me to get a new friend. So she kind of got a new friend on me, and I'm gonna name her Tiffany. And Tiffany, me and Tiffany, we didn't ever, you know, talk to each other before. Me and Coriana were best friends. I knew who she was. I knew she went to my school, but I did not know like if she was a bad person or if she was bad vibes, attitude, you know, none of that. I didn't know. So I was like, okay, she has my friend Coriana, best friend Coriana has a new friend. I'll try and get to know her. She invited Tiffany over to sit with us at lunch. So Tiffany started sitting with us after that first time. She started sitting with us at lunch. She started sitting with us at lunch every day, like every single day. I think that was my 12th grade year here. She started sitting with us that was my 11th grade year. She started sitting with us every single day at lunch, every single day. And I didn't have a problem with it at all. I just, you know, like, I did kind of miss being friends with Coriana, just me and her, but I didn't have a problem. Like, I'm not a jealous person at all. Like, if you want to be friends with someone else, go right ahead. I'll still be your friend. You know, I'll still care about you. I know the type of person I am, and I know the type of person I want to be friends with. That's the only thing, that's the only reason I feel as if me and Tiffany could not get along. But I knew we couldn't be friends, because in my head she was a negative vibe. She did things that I personally did not do. Okay, have you guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am an Aries. I enjoy working. I enjoy being motivated. I enjoy having people around me that are positive, and I take things very seriously. I only want people in my life that are also serious at anything that they do, any decision that they make. And Tiffany was not that person. Me and Coriana were best friends. I would still hang out with other people too. And she didn't hang out with those people. So I also had other friends. Just like she had one other friend, Tiffany, I had a group of friends that I was also friends with. So I started hanging out with them more and more and more. And they did not like Tiffany either. Not that I did not like Tiffany, but I knew I would not be friends with her. So basically, I started hanging out with my other group of friends. It was like 6 of us. We was always deep. So me and my group of friends, we all went to Destin, Florida for a trip for like back to school. We're going back to school next week, and we're just gonna go on a trip. So me and all my friends went on a trip. It was super exciting. We had lots of fun. Like, that was my first trip I went on in a long time. I called my best friend Coriana. We were still best friends at this point. Like, we weren't as close as we were, but I would still consider her as my best friend. So I called her and I was like, oh, hey girl, what's up? You know, just chatting, whatever. You know, I didn't tell her that I was on a trip with my other friends because I knew she would not feel some type of way, but you know, she doesn't hang out with them, so why does she need to know that information, you know? I ended up, you know, just calling her, hey, seeing how she was doing, and she cut her hair off. I remember she went bald. She cut all her hair off, and she didn't tell me that she did that. So that was my reason why I really called her. And I was like, hey, Coriana, like, why didn't you tell me you cut all your hair off? It looks beautiful. And then she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, why she got an attitude with me? All my other friends are like, why did she get an attitude with you? Why did she get an attitude? I was like, I don't know. She's tripping. So basically, that was that conversation on the phone. And then later on, you know, Twitter. Twitter is always the demon of everything. So one of my friends go on Twitter. Tiffany said on Twitter, see, Taylur Monet, never. I will never talk about anyone on my social media. I will never do that unless I at you and tell you what's up. Okay? Like, now I probably would never do it because all I put on my Twitter is my branding, like what I need to do for my brand. That's like I'm promoting my brand. But when I was in high school, you know, I didn't have a company then or a business then, so I'll just tweet, you know, random things of what I'm thinking. But like Tiffany, she always would talk about people on Twitter. She always had an issue with somebody on Twitter. That's another reason why I did not want to be friends with her, because she was always in mess in high school. Like, those type of people I did not want to be around. But Tiffany went on Twitter and she said, and I'm not lying, y'all, I'm not lying. She said, how could you be on a trip with people you did not like and that you talked about at one point in time to me? She said that about me on Twitter. First off, I questioned it because I never had a problem with Tiffany, so why is she talking about me? Second off, I never told you anything about my personal life, so why are you talking about me? Third, why are you talking about me? Why did you do that? You know, like, I'm in my head, I'm figuring out, I'm like, okay, why is she talking about me on Twitter when she knows nothing about me at all? Rihanna, we was just texting this is after I got back home from my trip. We were just texting, you know, like just texting normal, like, you know, just on some best friend type stuff. So then I don't remember who said something about the tweet, but it was either me or her. We both said something about it, and then I don't know, like, I started sending her voice. I remember sending her voice memos, like, why aren't we gonna be best friends anymore? Like, I don't, like, how could you, like, not be friends with me anymore? Like, we've been through so much. Like, we've been friends since we were young. Like, you're gonna let one girl change everything. She put on Snapchat. This is how I know she changed. She was never that type of person to put things on Snapchat about another person or talk about somebody else. She was never that type of person, and after that I seen she changed, because she changed on the person that had her the most. Since we were this small, she changed on me. You know, you can save voice memos and send it to somebody else. She was like, she think I can't save this voice memo to send it to somebody else. Like she said that on Snapchat about me, like I'm scared or something. Like, first of all, Coriana, I was like, Coriana, I had an iPhone before you. And you couldn't even send voice memos because you had an Android your whole freaking life. And I sent the voice. I stopped texting because, you know, when you texting and arguing with somebody, you get tired of putting long messages. So I was like, forget it. I'm about to just send voice memos to her because I don't feel like texting her no more. Tiffany just hated me. She hated me. So long story short, the day we had a fight. Okay, so it was the end of 12th grade year, right? And at this point, I was over Tiffany. I would look at her and not even see her. That's how much I was over her. Like, I would look at her and not know who she was to me. Like, she was nobody. Like, for real. She was nobody to me. And I really think that's what bothered her the most about me. That I didn't care that she existed. But I'm over it. And I'm not a fighter at all. I try and avoid the situation. But I honestly feel like I could not walk away from the situation. So we're just gonna start. It was senior night football game, and I went with my group of friends. Like I said, we were best friends, all of us. Like, we were literally always together at that point. So I went to the game with my best friends, and it was senior night, and we were having fun, you know, cheering to the music, cheering to the football players. We were really good. We were a really good team, and we actually went to the state finals my senior year. We went to New Orleans and we played in the Superdome and we won, y'all. Like, that's the fun type of stuff I like to do with my friends, but I wasn't able to go because I had a fight. Senior night football, and I was in the stadium. I did not see Tiffany at that point. It was like I had just got there, or like I was there for about 30 minutes, and I was at the top of the stadium and I spotted her like walking across. You know how you can go like walk and then go up to the stadium part where you sit down? I seen her walking down below, but like, you know, you just see that person. Me and my friends end up walking out of the stadium and went to the restroom because I guess somebody had to pee, I don't know. But when someone has to do something, we all go together. Like, we don't ever split apart. So we all went to the restroom, and my friend that was in my group of friends, we're just gonna name her Nia. My best friend Nia, she got a phone call from another friend. She wasn't in our group of friends, but we were still friends with her, you know? So she called my friend Nia and she was like, you need to, I don't know what Tiffany's talking about, but she's claiming that y'all just need to come over here. Y'all just need to come over here. And then my friend Neil was like, what are you talking about? Like, just tell me over the phone. Just tell me over the phone. And she hung up and she was like, I'm coming by y'all. I'm just about to come by y'all. And then my best friend Neil was like, I don't know what she talking about. I don't know what she talking about. Like, we didn't even know nothing. We didn't know who she was talking about, none of it. All of a sudden, we left out of the restaurant. We were about to go back up to the stadium and go back and have fun, right? So all of a sudden we see Tiffany. And we see Tiffany way down from where we were. And you know how we seen her? Because she was loud. As I told you guys, she's not a person I would hang with. She's always loud. She likes attention. And that was what she was doing. And she was like, where's she at? Where's she at? I want to know where she at right now. Where's she at? Loud. And we were like, who's she talking about now? She always don't like somebody. And at that point, I was done like having issues with her. All of that, y'all. I was done having issues with her. We did not, you know, have issues anymore. I thought we were, you know, she did not like me anymore. Like, you know, the situations were dead. So she was like, where's she at? Where's she at? I want to know where she at. I want to know where she at. And meanwhile, we're right here and she's all the way across, you know, by the stadium. We're by the restroom. She's all the way by the stadium. So we heard her from all the way over there. And then we, you know, we walked. We're walking, you know, about to go back up to the stadium, right? So we about to walk past her. And two of my friends were in front of me and my friend Nia. Me and my friend Nia were like right next to each other. And both of my other friends were in front of us. So we end up like we're about to pass up Tiffany. And Tiffany was like, where's she at? And then she was like getting close to us, like not by her friends anymore. So we were like, well, like what's she doing? Like me and Nia just looked at each other. And after I looked back in front of me. And she was this close to my face, guys. And she was like, what? I don't even know what she was saying, y'all. She was like, my sister. I told you, what wrong with you? And, why you did that to my sister? Why you did that to my sister? All I kept hearing was sister this, sister that. I'm like, what are you talking about? In my head, like I was like, what you talking about? What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about. Like that's what I kept telling her. Meanwhile, she kept getting in my face. And I told y'all, I've always tried to avoid situations before they get too big. Like, I tried to avoid her getting in my face. I kept bagging up to get her out of my face. And she kept getting in my face. She was like, my sister. And she did the wrong thing. She touched my face. She was like, my sister. Boom. And touched my face. So I hit her. And after that, her mom, her dad, her baby sister, all crowded me. Tiffany was pulling. I had a wig on. That's when I first started wearing wigs. And she was pulling my wig. It didn't even hurt because I got my wig sewn down and I had my real hair out. I wasn't wearing like lace closures or anything. I had permed hair. I didn't have natural hair. But she was pulling my wig. I kept trying to punch her, but I couldn't because all of her people were on me. Meanwhile, her mom is seeing her try and fight me. Her dad is seeing her try and fight me. And they're letting this happen. They're trying to fight me as well, guys. Basically got crowded by her family and her. I did not have any marks on my face. I hit her a couple of times. And I actually got it on video. I don't have it now. I don't even know where the video is now. But one of her friends actually after I got back, because I did get suspended from school for like 9-10 days, I don't know, but I came back to school and one of her friends actually recorded her boyfriend. Her friend's boyfriend actually recorded the whole video, and she showed it to me. And I never had seen the video, and she showed it to me, and her own friend told me I hit the out of her. She said I hit the F out of her, like for real, like bop. I really popped her in her face, like. And she said that and she had a big ASS knot on her eyebrow, and they said like she had a big old knot because I hit the out of her, because she was playing with me like, you're not about to get in my face. Once you touch me, you violate my space, you're getting fucking hit, my nigga. So I thank you guys, Taylur gang, for watching this video today. I hope it inspired you to not only be self-motivated, but talk to someone if you need it. Okay guys, I love you guys, and deuces.